Yes,
Hi,
hello.
Indrani. Hello,
Yes.
everyone.
Hello, Ashok. Where is Mr. Agarwal?
Harish actually is traveling to US. So, unfortunately, I will have to participate alone only today.
Okay, no worry. Indian Oil team from the East. I believe that is Mr. Jitendra and Mr. Hari. Are you there with us? Yes, I see Jitendra Das here and Hari also here. Can we say hello? Yeah, I will share. Don't worry. IFCO Paradeep, is Mr. Abhinav and Mr. Behra here?
Yes, hello. Hello, ma'am. Yeah.
Hello, yes. So I would just request Mr. Jitendra if you can set the backdrop which we have shared with you, or if you can set your company backdrop, that is also fine with us. Then going across to the west, Fujitsu, do we have Mr. Rajeshi with us? Yes, I see you. Mr. Rajeshi, yes.
Hi, Indrani.
Hi.
I'm here.
I would just request you to change your backdrop to the one with national finals. You are using
Oh,
the west backdrop.
I'm sorry. Let me do
There's
that
no
right
worry, no worry at all. We are not starting the quiz till the inauguration is over. So remain calm and do it. Take a few minutes and do it. Indian Oil Corporation HO, Mr. MVL Manikantam. Are you there with us? Can anybody see Mr. Manikantan? Is he there with us? Calling Mr. Manikantan for the third time. All right, since Mr. Manikantan is not there with us from Indian Oil HO, we may request the team standing next, that is HDFC Life, to join us. From the west, Godrej. Yes, I see Mr. Debashish Sahu and Mr. Jayaprakash Manikam. Welcome. Would you be so kind as to set the backdrop if it's possible, or if you have your company backdrop, that also works great.
Okay, let us just try.
Thank you. Yes. From the south, keep your videos on, all of us, since our chief guest is already with us. From the south, do we have IOC SRO B team, Yash and Annada? Yes, I see Yash
Yes,
and Annada.
Hello. Hello.
Hi. Yes. Okay. Welcome. IOC SRO A team, Atirasri Sumasri. Yes, lovely name. Atira Suma. Yes, I see you. How are you?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Okay. Very nice. And refinery and pipeline, Mr. Deepak Taneja and Mr. Cherian Verghese. Are you there with us? Refinery and pipeline, Mr. Deepak Taneja, Mr. Cherian Verghese, are you there with us? I don't see them. All right. We will now move on to the north. Barclays, Mr. Rohan Khanna, are you there with us? Hello. Yes, I see you. Thank you for joining.
Hi, Indrani.
Hello. Renew Power, Madhur Kalra. Yes, hello, Madhurji. I see you. Welcome. IFCO Fulpur, Samir and Animesh. Are you there? Yes, IFCO PLP, Animesh and Samir. Yes, all right. I see you. So we are missing Mr. Deepak Taneja and Mr. Cherian Verghese. That is the second runners-up team from South, Refinery and Pipeline. And we are missing the IOC HO team from the West. So we have sent the necessary messages to our admin to contact the teams next in line. Meanwhile, we will start off with the inauguration. So request all of you to be there with us and give us a moment while we take this on Facebook Live.
करेक्ट है क्या?
Hello and welcome to the inaugural session of the IQuation Quiz National Finals. I would now like to welcome our chief guest, Dr. Harivansh Chaturvedi, Director BIMTech, our academic partner. Let us give him a moment to settle down.
Yes, I am okay. I'm ready.
All right, sir. Kindly give us a moment to take the program live. As this will also be shared on the Facebook page of BIMTech, and we are sharing the link. A warm welcome once again on behalf of IQuation Quiz and all the participants that we have here today from the 50 all corporates that participated nationally. We have the top 12 here. Dr. Harivansh Chaturvedi, Director BIMTech, our academic partner. Sir, may I please request you for your inaugural address to declare the event open.
Thank you. It's a great honor for me to join the inaugural function of the national finals for IQuation Quiz 2.2, and it is being led by Quiz Master Mr. Krish Banik, who is a renowned person in quizzing activities around the country. It is my privilege that my institute is academic partner for this national competition for quizzing. And along with BIMTech, there are some other leading institutions and corporates are also lending their support. I know that Indian Oil Corporation, NTPC, Spiker, Business Standard, and some other media companies are supporting it. In the corporate world, this quiz is well known, and young quizzers are well aware about the fact that it is one of the top league quizzing competitions which is happening for last 2 decades. Of course, during last 2 years, because of the COVID, it was being done online, and this is edition 2.2 edition is also being run online. But I think the spirit of Mr. Krish Banik and his wife, Ms. Indrani Banik, must be appreciated. It is commendable that they are keeping this flag unfurling for last 2 decades. And it's a big impetus to the endeavors of the young corporate executives to update their knowledge, whatever is happening around the world in the economy and politics. And I know that business education is not complete without participation of the pursuants in quizzing, because most of the subjects, core subjects and elective subjects in business education, they are not sufficient to make professionals aware about the geopolitics, which is very important factor in the business, modern business today. You might have seen that last 2 years we have seen some very unpredictable, unseen and unimagined kind of global events which have devastated, disrupted the businesses around the world. COVID-19 was one, and recently the war between Russia and Ukraine is also another incident, which is Black Swan event. Nobody has thought about these 2 events, but these 2 events are affecting the global economy, and India is also part of it. So I express my gratitude for the organizers for inviting me. I am wishing a very exciting competition, the final competition among 6 teams, and regional rounds have been conducted by organizers, and more than 50 top quizzers have participated in regional rounds. And today I think 6 teams are participating in the final round. It is very much predicted that the best of the team will win this competition. But I would like to conclude by saying that India is a country which has a lot of young talent. But only thing is that sometimes corporate world feel that the people who are working in corporates, they lack general awareness. And I think by participating in quizzing, the corporate executives, young executives, they can update their general awareness about not only about the economy, not only about the geopolitics, but even all kinds of disciplines, all kinds of hobbies like cinema, sports, media, science, and so many other things. So I express my happiness, and I congratulate organizers Krish Banik and Indrani Banik and all those who are associated with the company EMG Event Management Company. And I think that today's final round will be very exciting, and we look for the final verdict. Thank you.
Thank you,
And
sir.
good luck to all the participants.
Thank you, sir. Please remain with us for a few minutes while we have the keynote address by Shri Ranjan Kumar Mohapatra, Director HR, Indian Oil.
I will be present. Don't.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Namaste, sir. Namaste. Sir, your voice is not audible.
Okay, just give me a minute. Please tell me if it's audible.
With you today to set the ball rolling for Equation 2022. This has been the country's longest uninterruptedly running business quiz and is well loved by people from corporate and beyond. As the Chief People's Officer of Indian Oil, I am happy to see the talented individuals competing in this formidable battle of brains. The knowledge that is not put to use when you need it the most is worse than ignorance. And the most powerful lesson on squandered knowledge comes from Mahabharata, where 4 Pandavas almost lost their lives when they refused to get quizzed by Yaksha. I won't go deep into the story since quizzers here would already know it, but here is some food for thought for you. Yudhishthir did not win over Yaksha by his knowledge, but by his calmness, patience, and well-timed intelligence. The other Pandavas were simply blinded by their physical urge of thirst and their pride. And there lies the most crucial lesson for wise folks. Be patient with your knowledge and listen well before you jump to answers. A quiz is not just the test of knowledge, it tests the invaluable life skills of patience, listening, and calmness. But whatever happens in the quizzing arena, I would like the participants to recognize that their participation in itself is more valuable than the scores. Because here, You will be rubbing shoulders not with competitors but with fellow learners. The winner's trophy is important. Yes, I agree, but not as essential as the learning spirit that you will be imbibing here. And let me tell you that in today's world, those who can learn, unlearn, and relearn faster are more effective than those bogged down by the weight of static knowledge. Quizzes such as this are the greatest examples of why your knowledge will only be a liability if you don't upgrade your knowledge constantly. For instance, the knowledge that helped you win Equation 2017 will be of little help in this year's edition. So here goes my simple mantra for every aspect of life. What got you to one success won't keep you there if you don't keep learning. That's why organizations like to see themselves as learning entities today and aim to observe people who are open to learning at all times. Let me also add one more thought here. Learning is truly complete when it is unselfish. What makes our species unique is that we are capable of culture, particularly cumulative cultural knowledge. A population of human brains is much more intelligent than any individual brain in isolation. For instance, no single scientist would be capable of unraveling the mysteries of the cosmos on our own, but collectively they do. As Isaac Newton wrote, he could see further by standing on the shoulders of giants. By collaborating with their peers, scientists can extend the scope of their understanding, achieving much more than any of them individually would have been capable of. Thus, even though I mentioned this quiz to be a battle of brains, it's important that we see this particular thing as a collaborative learning opportunity. And finally, please ensure you have fun. Answer questions seriously, but don't forget to take yourself less seriously at times. It is okay not to know everything. It's even okay to feel a little clueless at times. After all, not knowing everything is exciting because you have so much more to learn, so much more to explore. How boring would a person's life be who has nothing to learn? So enjoy the battle of wits, but let the sporting spirit and power of humor triumph over everything else. That's all from my side. Stay healthy, stay inquisitive, and have fun. Happy quizzing to each one of you. Stay blessed. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. That was a wonderful and inspiring keynote address by Shri Ranjan Kumar Mohapatra, Director HR and Chief People's Officer, Indian Oil. We thank Dr. Harivansh Chaturvedi, Director BIMTech, our chief guest, and Shri Ranjan Kumar Mohapatra, our keynote speaker, for joining the inaugural session. And with that, we would like to conclude the inaugural session and move on to the first level, that is the pre-national finals. And I believe we are now joined by the missing team from Indian Oil HO, Mr. Manikandan. And we are also joined by the missing team of refinery and pipeline. All right, let us give a few minutes to the participants to settle down. And thank you to all the dignitaries for joining us. We will come back to you in exactly 5 minutes with the pre-finals.
Friends, what's up in the city?
The best await the next version of the mind game. Be the best version of you at IQuation 2.2 Corporate Quiz starting February 26th in association with Indian Oil and CK Birla Hospitals CMRI, Employee Benefits Partner Sodexo, event styled by Spiker, Hospitality Education Partner GNIHM and Academic Partner BIMTech. Follow, like and comment on the Facebook page of IQuation Quiz Tour.
Exclusive radio partner 91.9 Friends FM. Frequency Friends Key. Friends, what's up in the city?
The best await the next version of the mind game. Be the best version of you at IQuation 2.2 Corporate Quiz starting February 26th in association with Indian Oil and CK Birla Hospitals CMRI, Employee Benefits Partner Sodexo, event styled by Spiker, Hospitality Education Partner GNIHM and Academic Partner BIMTech. Follow, like and comment on the Facebook page of IQuation Quiz Tour.
Exclusive radio partner 91.9 Friends FM. Frequency Friends Key.
Immunity can be boosted either by natural infection or by vaccination. Natural infection is not something within our control. In fact, we try and avoid getting natural infections as far as possible. However, vaccination is something which is in your hand. Getting vaccinated at the right time is compulsory. If you have not taken the 2 doses of vaccine which are compulsory, if your turn for the booster dose has not come as yet, or you've not vaccinated yourself, get yourself vaccinated as soon as indicated or as soon as possible. This gives you antibodies which protects you not just against not getting the infection, but more importantly, protects you against severe infection. The elderly, the ones with comorbidities, are the ones who need prioritization as far as the vaccination is concerned. You need to be absolutely sure that the vaccine gives you protection. You might want to ask, how long do you need to get vaccinated for? And I think, like influenza, this is something that's going to continue for the next 3 to 5 years at least. What's the time interval, you ask? That's probably going to be somewhere between 9 to 12 months, at least for the next 3 to 5 years. The disease becomes endemic. If the disease becomes endemic, the vaccination for COVID-19 is likely to continue for longer.
Thank you for being with us for our partners' messages. We will be starting the pre-finals round now. And I would like to share with you that the winners from the 4 regions, that is Ernst & Young with 8,984 points, Fujitsu with 9,097 points, Indian Oil Corporation, SRO-B team of Yash and Annada with 6,101 points, and Barclays with 9,791 points, being the highest score in the regionals, move straight to the finals. The pre-final round would now be conducted on Kahoot, though I would request the winners to remain with us online. The pre-final round would now be conducted on Kahoot to select 4 teams from the runners-up and the second runners-up. Once again, requesting East winners EY, West winner Fujitsu, South winner IOC SRO-B Yash and Annada, and Barclays from North to not join the Kahoot pre-final elimination round, as by virtue of being the winning team, you are already selected for the main part of the finals. I would request IOC Team B, Jitendra and Hari from the East, and IFCO Paradeep, Abhinav and Mr. Behra. From the West, IOC HO Mr. Manikantan and Godrej, Devashish, Sahu and Jayaprakash Manikam. IOC SRO E team of Athirasri and Sumasri. The refinery and pipeline combined team of Mr. Deepak Taneja and Mr. Cherian Varghese. The Renew Power team and the team from IFCO Phulpur with Mr. Samir Tripathi and Mr. Animesh Kumar Singh to kindly take part in the Kahoot session, which will be on your screen shortly. I would request Mr. Deepak Taneja and Mr. Cherian Varghese to kindly say hello to us, as we were unable to meet them during the inauguration. Mr. Deepak Taneja and Mr. Cherian Varghese.
Yeah, can you hear me? I'm Cherian Varghese from IOCL Southern Region Pipelines.
Yes, hello, Mr. Varghese. Yes, I see you and hear you. I would request you to stop the playback on your computer coming back. Mr.
Can you repeat that?
Taneja? Mr. Deepak Taneja, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Hello. Could you say hello to us? Please reveal your video.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Deepak Taneja from Indian Oil Haldia Refinery, West Bengal.
Just give me a moment to locate you.
Your voice is echoing. I don't know if it's at my end, but otherwise I could hear Deepak very clearly.
Yes, it's better now.
Yeah. And sorry, I missed the last part where you were saying the participation to Kahoot. So all of us will participate, right? Or it's only selective teams who are participating? I'm really sorry, I missed that part.
Yes, I would like to repeat that the winners from the 4 regions would not be participating in the pre-final Kahoot.
Will the rules be given? Will you announce the rules, Indrani?
Yes, rules will be announced very shortly by the Quiz Master.
Are we good to go, everybody?
Yes, sir.
11 minutes past 4 on Sunday, 20th of March. Good Sunday afternoon and welcome to IQuation 2.2 on the 22nd anniversary IQuation Quiz Tour National Finals. This year's chapter of India's longest running corporate quiz on business and lifestyle. The top teams from each region have moved to the national finals. The 4 regional winners straightaway move into the main finals, while remaining 8 teams pan-India will feature in the pre-national finals, which will be a Kahoot-based elimination round of about a dozen questions, throwing up another 4 finalists joining the previous 4 finalists. I hope the format is clear to everybody. The 4 regional winners straightaway moving into the main finals are Ernst & Young West Bengal from the east, Indian Oil SRO Team B from the south, Yash and Anada, Fujitsu from the west with Rajashri Chanda, and Barclays of Noida from north with Rohan Khanna. These 4 teams need not take part in the pre-finals, which will start now with about a dozen Kahoot-based questions. And the 8 teams span India, who are first or second runners-up from east, west, north, or south, who will feature in the pre-national finals are from the east, Indian Oil ERO Team C, Jitendra Das and Harishankar Sharma. Are you there?
Yes, sir.
With video? All right.
Yes, sir.
IFCO Paradeep Team B with Arun Behra and Abhinav Khandelwal. Arun and Abhinav, could you please give a shout out?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Is your video off, Arun and Abhinav?
No, it's wrong.
All right. And I can see that you're seated together. From the south, our all-girls team from Indian Oil SRO Team A, Adhirasri and Sumasri. Hello, ladies.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Lovely to see you back. All smiles, radiating positive energy. Also from the south, the Indian Oil Refinery plus Pipeline team of Deepak Taneja and Cherian Verghese. Hello, Deepak. Hello, Cherian.
Hello, Krish. How are you?
I'm doing
Hello,
fine,
Krish.
Deepak. Good to see you, Cherian and Deepak. From the west, Indian Oil Marketing HO team with Manikantan, who joined us a bit late, better late than never. Mani, how are you?
I'm good. I'm actually somewhere in the middle of a road joining in. I hope you can hear me.
Yes. Are you in a moving vehicle?
No, we've just parked for a bit. So
Fantastic. After your awesome performance in the Western round, we look forward to a stellar show from you today. Also from the West, the Godrej team with Debashish Shahu and Jaiprakash Manikam.
Yeah, hi everyone.
Hi Debashish, hi Jai, how are you?
Hi, Krish. Good.
Great. So are you guys in one of the houses, or have you come to office today for the quiz?
In one of our houses.
Amazing. And which part of Mumbai would that be?
Victoria.
Pretty close to your plant and office, right?
Yeah.
All right. And from the north, Renew Power, not just the largest pure play renewable energy provider in the country, but also the face of India's renewables globally. Not only the face of India's renewables globally, but the dark horse and the discovery of IQuation Northern Round, represented by Madhur Kalra.
Hi, Krish. Good to be here.
And it's good to have you with us, Madhur. Just see whether you can have a little more light on your face. And from IFCO Phulpur, Sameer Tripathi and Animesh Kumar Singh. Sameer and Animesh, how are you?
I'm fine.
Lovely to see Sameer and Animesh. So these are the 8 teams who will be taking part in the pre-quarterfinals with me, Krish Banik. Before we start the pre-quarterfinals, let's take a quick look at the awards and the accolades. Other than any award or reward, which any of our sponsors can announce later, participation certificate for all quizzers. If you are a regional runners-up, that means 1 team per region. Acknowledgement of your company in business standard advertorial and premium grooming gift set for both quizzers. If you're regional winners, that means 1 team per region. Acknowledgement of your company in business standard advertorial and premium watches
for both quizzers. If you are national runners-up, that means one team pan-India, acknowledgement of your company and both quizzers in business standard advertorial and international holiday, including airfare and hotel stay in Bangkok from Just Holidays. www.justholidaysglobal.com. Start building your next holiday now after 2 years of staying at home. And if you are the national winners, one team pan-India, only one team pan-India can be the national winners. Acknowledgement of your company and both quizzers by name in business standard advertorial, plus Taj Epicure preferred membership, opening up a world of benefits designed exclusively to indulge, including for 1 year complimentary dining, complimentary stay, complimentary spa and salon usage, complimentary birthday cake, complimentary upgrade, plus discounts on dining, stay, spa and salon usage and banquet booking for your company events for up to 30 people at select Taj properties. Those are the awards and rewards of IQuation 2.2. What a crazy March it has been. High, low, spike in crude, gut-wrenching fall in equities. And today, the shakeout in the early part of March looks like a Game of Thrones. Good luck. You are either already in the national finals or you still have a 25-75 chance. Before you like the FB live stream, on IQuation Quiz Tour Corporate Cup, please like the post of IQuation 2.2 National Finals on the FB page of IQuation Quiz Tour with the names of your companies. This is a simulcast as we are streaming live on the FB page of IQuation Quiz Tour, shared on the FB pages of our partners BIMTech and GNIHM. Show your love on the FB page by hitting the like and the share button and by commenting. One small request here, if you are in the FB live audience, please don't answer a question by commenting until and unless I specify that it is an audience question, because otherwise it may unfairly help a team that is already in play, and you won't win anything by answering such a question. The audience questions are specially designated and you can win store vouchers, cash prizes, and other cool takeaways. Like the post of the giveaways for audience prizes on our FB page. And with that, let's move straight on the first stage, that is the pre-finals. And I request admin to allow me to share my screen. Friends, please do let me know whether you can see my shared screen where I am choosing Friends, please let me know whether you can see my shared screen in Kahoot Premium, not Kahoot Free, but Kahoot Premium, where I am starting the game in classic mode.
Yes, sir, it is visible.
And can you see the game pin loading now? Fantastic. That's the game pin loading. You know the rule. Only one player per team.
Krish, rules remains the same now. Only one plays and the other can discuss on Zoom chat.
That is correct.
Thank you.
IOC Cherian, IOC Money, IFCO Animesh, Godrej Debashish, Renew Power, Madhur have logged in. That's 5 players, should be 8. That's IOC ERO Jitendra now logging in. IFCO Arun has logged in now, and we are missing just one more player. That should be, yes, Athirasri and Sumasri from IOC. Since Athirasri and Sumasri are together, they have entered both names, which is fine. But if you are a team of 2 and you are in different locations, only one player should log in with his name. Coming up, about a dozen questions, to be precise, 11 questions on Kahoot, divided into visual and direct questions. Remember, not only the correct answer, but even the faster answer will be counted. So you score on the basis of right, wrong answers and also on the basis of slow, fast answers. If you're ready, let's start. And let's Kahoot. In IQuation 2.2 national pre-finals starting in 3 to 1 second. Remember, if you win nationally, you can win the Taj Epicure card, and if you are the national runners-up, then you win a holiday in Bangkok. Question 1 coming up. Actor who is known as the Marvel character Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross in The Incredible Hulk. The choices are in front of you and you just have to choose the right option. The correct answer is William Hurt, and 3 out of 8 players went for the right answer. Let's see what the leaderboard looks like. The Indian Oil Refinery plus Pipeline team with Cherian is right on top of the leaderboard with the very first question, followed by the Indian Oil team with Money, followed by the Godrej team with Devashish, followed by the other 3 teams. And here is the next question, where you have to type the answer in all caps. Seen here is the winner of the Hello Fresh Face of the Year. Can you name the actor whose picture is becoming clear in stages? The Hello Fresh Face of the Year, whose picture is becoming clear in stages. 5 seconds left. 1 answer is in. Type in all caps. Time is up. 3 answers are in. In the pre-finals, we have crunched the time and reduced the time. So let us look at the very beautiful Sharvari Wagh and review the correct answers. Sharvari Wagh and Sharvari Wagh will be taken as the correct answer. If you are a fan of Rashmika Mandana, that's very good for you, but not get you any points. Question number 3 coming up, but before that, the scoreboard does not move. Does that mean that nobody could answer that question on Sharwari 1. Now that's a shame. Here is question number 3. Once again, a visual. Identify the person second from left in this 1959 photo showing President Babu Rajendra Prasad in the center. The person standing second from left. Second from left when you're looking at the picture. Time is up. About him, it was said that he was the Bombay Club. And there were times when the government asked the Bombay Club to shut up, but the government never dared to ask him to shut up, nor did he ever shut up. This is a picture of the very young Rahul Bajaj, and Indian Oil money topples IOC chariot and moves to the top of the leaderboard with that question. Debashish hangs on to the 3rd place. The other teams are yet to score. Remember, 4 teams will make it to the national finals from the pre-finals. This way, we are giving the chance to the maximum possible teams to compete in the national finals. 4 by dint of winning the regionals and 4 by being either regional runners-up or regional second runners-up. Here is visual question number 4. He started the Vidyadhan scholarships in 1999, but is better known as the founder of what ventures? You may want to count the number of blanks and then type your answer in all caps. More than a minute left. Look carefully at the picture of the founder of one of India's best known, most respected companies. Also started Vidyadhan scholarships for the financially challenged, but is better known as the co-founder of what ventures? Which is not the company that made him famous. 5 answers have come in. 30 seconds are left. And that is, of course, Mr. Shibulal of Infosys, who started the Vidyadhan scholarships, but is better known as the co-founder of Axilor Ventures. There is no such thing as Infosys Ventures. And no change whatsoever in the leaderboard, which means none could answer that question correctly. Here is the next question. This is a visual. Turkish Airlines stayed afloat at a time global aviation went through a meltdown, and the person often thanked for it is on your screen. Is he Daryl Green, Ilker Aichi, Raymond Bixson, or Günther Buschek? Well, Daryl Green, Raymond Bixson, and Günther Buschek are heads of different Tata Group companies in India, but the correct answer is Ilker Aichi. And now, lot of scoring, but Mani still retains his pole position. Cherian hangs on to the number 2 position. Debashish hangs on to the number 3 position. Athirasri and Sumasri have started scoring. Madhur from Renew Power have started scoring. Well done, ladies. Well done, Madhur. Offhand, I don't know whether the 6th person has scored. The leaderboard shows 5 scores at any given point in time. But at the end of the Kahoot round, like always, we'll generate the report. And here is the next question. This is another visual. Zenith scoops up the account of the largest retail bank of UK, handled by WPP for 12 years. Are we talking about NatWest, Barclays, Standard Chartered, or Lloyds Bank? Well, we were talking about Lloyds Bank, and that is the iconic black horse logo of Lloyds Bank. And no movement on the leaderboard there. And now we start the direct questions. PM Modi announced the National Hydrogen Mission in his Independence Speech 2021. Soon L&T moved into the green hydrogen business. Do you think L&T has moved into the green hydrogen business? True or false? 5 teams think it is true. 3 teams think it is false. Well, it is actually true. And I'm very surprised to see that Madhur Kalra goes down to the 6th slot with that question, because do you know which is the company with which L&T tied up to enter the green hydrogen business? The answer is Renew Power. But I'm happy for IOC ERO Jitendra, who comes into the leaderboard with that question. Simple true or false question. The renewable sector cannot use the same grid infrastructure as fossil-based fuels. True or false? And the answer is, it is a false statement. It can use the same grid infrastructure as fossil-based fuels in many, many cases. A lot of scoring on the leaderboard, but no change in the positions. Here is question number 9. India's only premium economy where you can fly the new feeling is... Type your answer in all caps in the next 10 seconds. And the correct answer is Vistara, of course. Vistara is the only Indian
Sir, we lost internet connection.
Who's saying that?
Sir, Ifko Abhinav Paradip.
You can reconnect and come back. Your scores will not get lost, but don't log out. Please don't log out, reconnect and come back. Your scores will not get lost. I can wait for a minute for you. You have all been advised to stay in strong Wi-Fi and Arun and Abhinav, may I carry on?
Sir, just a minute, please. We are connecting the Wi-Fi.
Arun and Abhinav, we can see you, we can hear you, which means you cannot really be disconnected.
Sir, computer is working by LAN wire and mobile connection is lost.
All right, I'll wait for you for just one more minute.
Okay, sir.
Thank you very much. Money from Indian Oil has the highest answer streak of 3. Mr. Manikandan, I don't know where you are parked. Probably Bun Muska joined, but you are doing very good for yourself. You now have the highest answer streak of 3 questions and you're leading the way. Here is the second last question. Which division of ITC will offer agri and agri-tech solutions? Please type your answers in all caps. The correct answer is ITC Mars. Tough round. 3 players lost their answer streak of 3, and I didn't see anybody scoring on that question. Last question coming up. One of the last and least funded players, one of the last and least funded startup players in the travel app category, ixigo, is now getting ready for their IPO. True or false? It is true that ixigo is getting ready for their IPO. And next, we will show the podium and after that, the results. IFCO Arun at the number 5 position, Godrej with Debashish at the number 4 position, Indian Oil, Atirashri and Sumasri at the second runners-up position, the Indian Oil Refinery plus Pipeline team with Cherian Verghese and Deepak Taneja at the runners-up position, and the Indian Oil Marketing HO team with Manikandan wins the pre-finals. 4 teams from the pre-finals will enter the finals. Big disappointment here. Big disappointment in as much as Madhur Kalra from Renew Power is not making it to the finals after emerging first runners-up in the North Regionals yesterday and giving Rohan Khanna, the North winner, a hard run for his money for the greater part of the quiz. And for some more details, I will request.
Hi, Krish. I have one question.
Who's that, please?
That's me, Money from Indian Oil.
Yes, Money.
Will the final round also have a Kahoot round?
I will just come to that. I will just come to that.
Because I need to arrange something. My laptop's running out of power.
Yes, that's right. It will have one round of questions. It will have one round of questions.
Yeah, fine. I'll try to do something. Okay, cool. Can I do one thing? Can I if my laptop's running out, I'll do Kahoot on the laptop and then join on the phone. I'll just keep you posted because I'm slightly in the middle of nowhere now.
You can give me your feedback now, players, if you like. I'll wait for 30 seconds for any feedback that you may want to give me. And here is the full report. Please do let me know whether you can see the positions of the players. IFCO team represented by Animesh finished with 2,096 points. Thank you for participating. Indian Oil ERO team with Jitendra finished with 2,234 points. Thank you for participating. The Renew Power team with Madhur Kalra finished with 2,377 points. What can I say? But I can say this without taking sides, that I am shocked. And if trends are any indication, then this has bucked all trends. This has completely thrown us off gear, because Madhur was trending yesterday. The second team from IFCO with Arun finished with 2,561 points. Well done, Arun. Well done, both IFCO teams, for making it to the national pre-finals. The four teams in the national finals from the pre-finals are being acknowledged now. Godrej with Debashish with 3,181 points. Don't worry, points don't get carried forward. You answered 36% questions correctly. Indian Oil with Athirasri and Sumasri answered 45% questions correctly and scored 4,077 points. Indian Oil Refinery plus Pipeline team with Cherian, Verghese and Deepak Taneja, with Cherian being the player and Deepak the navigator, answered 45% questions correctly and scored 4,359 points. And Mani Kandan from Indian Oil Marketing HO, the new star on the block from Indian Oil, have answered 64% questions correctly and have finished with 6,024 points. Mani from Indian Oil, the Refinery plus Pipeline team, the Indian Oil team from SRO with Athirasri and Sumasri, and Godrej with Debashish, will join in a little while from now. Ernst & Young, West Bengal, Indian Oil SRO Team B, Yash and Annada, Fujitsu from West with Rajarshi Chanda, Barclays of Noida from North with Rohan Khanna. And then we will have clashing with each other these top 8 quiz teams of the country. The finals will have 5 rounds, and we will take a 10-minute break. Before that, to our FB audience, I would like to say, please do come back for the live stream of the finals, because you can win hard cash of 1,000 rupees, store vouchers, and other cool giveaways. Details are on our FB page. Also, as far as the finals are concerned, I shall share the rules and regulations just before the final rounds. But Here is a very important point that I would like to stress, and that is we have visible hands rule starting now. Except for the Kahoot round, we will have to have hands visible at all times on screen. We will need to have your Google mic off in your PCs or in your laptops. Okay? Our stakeholders are India's most respected companies, and we would not like to have any foul play on this platform. Any foul play will be reported to your nominating authorities. Sorry, I don't mean to sound blunt or unfriendly, but my other role is that of a referee, and I hope you appreciate that. So, save and accept for the Kahoot round with which we will start the finals, which is a round of direct questions where you can use the computer only if you are in a different location from your partner. You cannot use the computer if you are in the same location as your partner. Save and accept the Kahoot round, which is the first round of the 5-round finals. We will have to have the hands visible rule for the whole quiz. We did it yesterday and it is eminently possible. I will now hand you over to admin for the sitting positions. Would you like us to randomly fix the sitting positions, or would you like draw of lots?
You can have draw of lots.
Draw of lots is fine.
All right. In which case, when we come back, we are going to ask you to choose a word out of 8 words, a word like vision or goal or leadership, and that will correspond to a number. After you have chosen your word and assigned a number, we will show you the flip side of the card with the numbers written, so you know what system we have followed. At this point in time, I want to know whether Harish Agarwal is joining us. Ashok?
I'm afraid, Krish, I think he won't be able to join. He's in US right now, so it's I think 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning there. So I don't think so he'll be able to join.
All right. So it's going to be Ashok Mahawar by himself representing Ernst & Young West Bengal.
Yeah.
And I wish him the very best of luck. This year, for the first time, because of this kind of issues, we have allowed lone participation in select cases, but I assure you this shall not become a steady feature, especially when we go back to the on-stage format. The time now is 51 minutes past 4 o'clock. We are going to be back at 4 with the draw of lots. I beg your pardon, it's 10 minutes to 5 o'clock, 50 minutes past 4 o'clock, 10 minutes to 5 o'clock, and we are going to be back at 5 o'clock with the draw of lots and then the 5-round national finals of IQuation 2.2, India's longest uninterruptedly running corporate quiz. Thank you very much and see you soon on the other side. Don't you go away, because I have a fantastic package just for you.
नहीं गिराता